Sairam students, we are going to learn about lines and angles.
If we look around us, we see many solid objects. For example, the phone on which you're watching this video, the chair you're sitting in, the clock on your walls, and so on. All these objects contain various lines, and two lines together form an angle.
Before we learn more about angles and lines, let us revise what we already know.
A line is a set of points that extend in opposite directions. It has no ends. The image here represents a line. The two arrows on either end show that a line extends infinitely. A line with two endpoints is called as a line segment. A line segment is part of a line. It has a beginning point and an ending point. For example, we see the image of a line segment and its endpoints are marked in yellow. Another example would be a pencil, as the tip of the pencil and the eraser here at the back of the pencil form the endpoints of this line segment. A bridge too is a line segment as it has a starting point and an ending point.
A part of a line with one endpoint is called a ray. A good example of a ray is a beam of light. The starting point of the light or the origin of the light is the end point, and this ray continues indefinitely in one direction. Another example is that of the beams of the sun. They start from the sun and they extend indefinitely in one direction.
Usually, we denote a line using a double-sided arrow, a line segment using a line, and a ray using a single-sided arrow. However, we shall not use these symbols and we shall use just letters to represent a line segment, and a ray. Sometimes we also use small letters to represent a line. If three or more points lie on the same line, they are called collinear. For example, the points P, Q, and R lie on the same blue line and hence are called collinear points. If three or more points do not lie on the same line, they are called as non-collinear points. Here the points A, B, and C do not lie on the same blue line, hence they are non-collinear points. An angle is formed when two rays originate from the same endpoint. Consider the figure here. Here we notice that ray 1 and ray 2 originate from the same vertex or the same endpoint. When this happens, they give rise to an angle. Ray 1 and ray 2 are said to be the arms of the angle, whereas the endpoint is said to be the vertex of the angle. Let us now quickly recall the different types of angles. An acute angle is an angle that lies between 0 and 90 degrees. A right angle is an angle which equals 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is an angle that lies between 90 and 180. A straight angle is exactly equal to 180 degrees, and a reflex angle is greater than 180 but less than 360 degrees. All the angles can be classified into one of these 5 different types of angles. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. In the picture shown below, notice that angle P and Q, when placed next to each other, add up to 180 degrees. Hence, P and Q are called supplementary angles. Similarly, angle A and B also add up to 180 degrees and are hence called as supplementary angles. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. In the figure below, notice that angle P and angle Q, when added together, they equal 90 degrees. Hence, P and Q are called complementary angles. Similarly, A and B are also called as complementary angles as they add up to 90 degrees. Two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and their non-common arms are on different sides of their common arm. In the example shown here, notice that the angles ABD and DBC have a common vertex, that is B. They have a common vertex B. They have a common side, which is BD, and their non-common sides, that is AB and BC, are on different sides of their common arm BD. Hence, the angles ABD and angle CBD are adjacent angles. Now let us look at a linear pair of angles. An adjacent angle in which the non-common arms form a line are called linear pairs of angles. Here, the non-common arms of the angle ABD and DBC are the arms AB and BC. We can clearly see from the figure that the arms AB and BC form a line, that is the line ABC. Hence, ABD and DBC are called linear pair of angles. Next, coming to vertically opposite angles, notice that when two lines, that is AB and CD, intersect at the point O, four different angles are formed, that is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. However, we know that the vertically opposite angles are equal. Here AOD and COB are vertically opposite. Hence the angle AOD and COB are equal, whereas the angle DOB and angle AOC are vertically opposite and hence they are equal as well.